I'm on a quest to read every Star Wars novel ever written, because war never changes. Not even the Star War. Today I'll be talking about Twilight Company by Alexander Freed. Set around the same time as The Empire Strikes Back, to the point that some major characters take part in the Battle of Hoth, this book focuses on a single company of the Rebel Alliance ground forces as they fight in seemingly endless battles against seemingly impossible odds to try to win some ground against the Empire. Alexander Freed is great at writing these very practical, very down-to-earth stories full of rich characters. Twilight Company really makes you feel the brutal gears of war crushing our main characters, as they don't get any of the recognition that someone like Luke Skywalker does. But of course that's partially because they're not Jedi. In fact, this book has very little reference to the Jedi, the Force, the Sith, or anything like that. Save for one scene, it is really just about the brutal reality of war, particularly the personal consequences that it can bring. Each member of Twilight Company has their own reasons for fighting, and one of the most interesting is the main character, Hazrim Namir. Freed loves working with these really morally complex characters, where there's a lot of grayness to the point that even calling them a good person feels generous. Yes, they're fighting for the good guys, but often for discomforting reasons. Not even evil reasons, just off-putting. Namir is an excellent example of that, simply fighting for the rebellion because they're there to be fought for. He's been in a series of wars for his whole life, fighting in crusades and conquests on his home planet of Crucible, and even briefly joining with the Empire when they showed up. There's just nothing else that he knows, and he joined the rebellion because they were just the nearest army that could get him off planet. It's a very complex approach to take to a character, and Freed does a great job of portraying Namir as this broken, sort of hollow man who is still not a bad person, but also not really a good one. These complex characters are the strength of this book. You see them on both the rebellion and Imperial sides. You have zealots, loyalists, opportunists, and some genuinely good people fighting for what they believe in. Each individual has their own reasons for fighting for whichever side they're on, and none of them are as simple as just bad guy. Well, okay, one of them is just a bad guy, but past that they're all pretty complicated. The plot, however, is not. It's fairly standard to what you would expect from a military book. They have a general goal that they're working towards, they fight in battle after battle on this planet or that, and you grow fond of the different members of Twilight Company before they are inevitably picked off. It's a harsh and brutal look at warfare, but it manages to not dip into anything edgy or overly melodramatic. If you liked Andor, if you wanted a gritty and realistic Clone Wars series, or if you wanted a 9-hour miniseries of Darth Vader slaughtering younglings, I'd recommend giving this a shot. It's a great book, and I give it a 6 out of 10.